Hey there everyone, PhilChill here and welcome to the channel. The Stardew Valley 1.6 update changed a lot of the features in the game and even added some few extra ones that really made it even better. Today I'll talk about some of the features and changes that happened to Stardew Valley. These features don't change the game by a lot, but still make it more fun to play than before. And there are also some visual aspects changed in the game. But before we begin, don't forget to leave a like and also subscribe to the channel so you get notified of any future updates. So let's begin. Starting off with a horse. This beautiful and majestic animal has seen quite the changes, and in the 1.6 update it got another one. Now with the addition of the carrot as a crop in the game, which gives you a lot of energy. You can now use that carrot when you have a horse on the farm to increase its speed for the day. The horse can be fed only once per day and it increases its speed by 0.4. It's not a lot, but still it's a change. This for me is quite precious since we interact more with the horsey as well. Another major change that we got, and one that I wished for a lot even in previous videos, and that is the aquarium in the community center. After you complete the community center, the aquarium now works as an aquarium. You can put fish there for everyone to see. For me, this was a truly forgotten feature that could have been added in the 1.5 update as well, since fish tanks were implemented then. We worked so much on the community center to fix it up, but we didn't do anything else in there. So now that we have at least this one that we can fill up with fish, it's the best possible outcome. I'm probably gonna put all of the legend fish there so everyone can see that we caught them, not Willy. And another new option that we got is showing more love to our pets. With the update, we will now be able to put hats on our cats and dogs to make the perfect looking pet there is. It's just too bad that there are no pet beauty contests in Stardew Valley. We would have won that for sure. A change to the fish tank was also implemented. You can now add more items to them. The items that you can now add are mainly for aquariums, like the treasure chest, anchor and pearls as well. These are quite expensive, but still for the late game decoration it can be worth it. And one of the changes that I truly didn't expect and now makes the shoes unbearable is the Cinder clown shoes. Now when you walk you can hear those little pesky bells jingle away all the time, like come on. It's a fun little moment, but you now can't sneak around the valley at all, everyone can hear you. And you can hear yourself as well, so it may get annoying after a bit. Next up, we have another small change, and that is the farm animals will get a little happy when you close the barn/coop doors in the night, as to avoid any pesky predators in entering them. It's a neat little change for sure, but I don't know who will be doing that most of the time. Like, ain't nobody got time for that in the Stardew Valley playthrough when you're rushing to get more and more gold in the early game. The quests also got a little change, where, as if you're doing a quest that asks you to slay monsters, when you're killing them in the mines or skull caverns, this little image with a counter will appear under the quest log, informing you of how many more you have to kill to complete the quest, which is quite nice. I just love additions like this, which make the game more alive and interactive as well. Another great thing that was changed in this update is that chopping down mature fruit trees or mature tea will give you the appropriate sapling. For fruit trees, if the tree is mature, it will yield a sapling with the same quality as its fruit. And the higher the quality, the faster the new sapling will mature. One more change that we got, and it was concerning the Topaz ring. That poor ring, which was completely useless in the past of Stardew Valley, offering the unused precision stat, will now give +1 defense, and I feel quite happy for the ring though, like you can use it now. Next up we have a little update about the Junimo Kart, which is awesome. The Junimo Kart got a change for the better. That nightmarish hellscape which I needed so many times to clear on the stream even, failing a lot of the times at the mushroom level, because of the double mushrooms. But now, those cursed noxious mushrooms that always appeared in pairs will no longer block you from your destiny. The change is that they no longer appear in pairs, which is really awesome. This will at least end that continuous nightmare of the double mushrooms, failing you all the time and killing you before you try to get to the end level. I think this change will at least make the Junimo Kart with maybe 30 plus tries instead of the 100 plus from before, but who knows. Another great change that was implemented is concerning the artisan goods in the game. Jelly, pickles, wines and juices are now colored based on the ingredient item. This is quite amazing for me since I used to use mods for that option a lot. I am glad now that the vanilla game finally implemented this in order to add more variety to the game, and it makes it look really amazing. Next up, we have a small change that isn't a feature as well, and that is the waterfalls around the valley. This update added a lot of them, and to be honest it was worth it, since it made the game even more beautiful. The sound of the water and the look of it in the game really makes it feel special. And going around the valley looking at this, it's the perfect fishing spot for me now. And speaking of fishing, there is a little change for all of the fishermen or dumpster divers out there as well. It's not anything special, but it's about the Joja can. The can that we rarely find in those moments will now give you a slight and short speed buff when drank. It's nothing special, but I still had to mention it anyways though. Another great feature, and I think a lot of players are so happy to get this, and that is you can now use Clint's services while he is upgrading a tool. This is realistic and quite nice, where if we are in need of some urgent materials or even cracking up some geodes at his place, we can now do that without any issues, and we can get our tool back in 3 days. And while we are on the topic of breaking up geodes, the Geode Crusher no longer requires coal, which is a nice change where we won't have to waste coal anymore. So it will be more lucrative to use that instead of clean services towards the end game. I think we'll forget about him, like come on. Also, we got another quite small change, and that is the spouse portrait that you can now buy from the traveling merchant, and it's a really sweet thing to get for the house. But I can see it from a mile away that there are gonna be a lot of shrines in the house for the spouses, like come on. We also got a long awaited change for the pet system in the game, where now we can have more than one pet on the farm. You just need to make more water bowls from Robin's shop and also get max hearts with your pet. After that, just go visit Marnie's shop to buy the desired pet you need. You can buy every cat and dog breed, and there are 2 precious turtles that you can get as well. These are amazing and I just love this option. So those were all of the changes that were added in the new update of Stardew Valley. From bigger changes to minute ones, concerning the world like the waterfalls around the valley. Some of these have a slight impact on the gameplay and some have no impact at all, like the aquarium and the community center. For me at least, all of these amazing additions to the game make it feel more alive and vibrant, where you're not limited to a certain one playstyle in the game. My most important changes in this update were the community center aquarium and being able to access Clint's shop when he's upgrading our tools. But what are yours? Which of these new additions to Stardew Valley you're most looking forward to? Let me know down below. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to leave a like, and if you'd like to see more content like this, consider subscribing to the channel since it helps me out a lot. I hope you all have a great day and I will see you all in the next one, but till then, stay safe.